And in the studio to talk about safety when it comes to firefighting is we have just give me a moment there, as I have for a split second lost my... Okay, now I'm back. In the studio we have Harrison. I always get a problem. I have a problem with Ehimiquai. Harrison Ehimiquai. He's actually a regular here on ASO Morning. Thank you again for coming. He is the head media OSH Association Nigerian region. Thank you so much for coming. We also have Mr. Aaron Day, Board Director, Global Business Growth International, and a delegate speaking on the fire extinguishing product, something we would get into shortly. But talking about fires and the firefighting efforts, I'll just go straight to Ehimiquai. I hope I got that. Right. Ehimiquai, you are in Nigeria. You know the efforts around fighting fires. What would you start with as the challenges in fighting fires and the awareness, first of all, in preventing?
All right. You say when it comes to safety, we always give awareness, do advocacy on preventive measures. But oftentimes when that prevention fails, then there has to be a reactive measure to combat such occurrences. Fire can actually evolve from different causes that will now give birth to different classes, and then different measures you can use to actually fight these fires. Over the time, there are different conventional use of extinguisher, and then you will be taught in safety that there are specific classes of fire and there are specific types of fire extinguishers to use. So if you don't have the knowledge of safety and you apply the wrong fire extinguisher to another class of fire, you might not extinguish that fire, but even blow it out of proportion. So that is why it is very important that you have the knowledge of safety, what we call the triangle of fire, or a fire triangle, which will now lead to knowing the element that can cause fire and also know how to starve those elements, and that is the principle of extinguishing fire.
Wow, that's something I have learned here. Aaron Day, I mean, you got into the country recently, and already you are the one welcoming me to Nigeria. You must be having the time of your life.
I am, and thank you very much.
Right.
I'm lovely to be here.
Well,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
It's amazing to have you as well, but let's talk about fire. There's so much to learn when it comes to safety, but fire particularly.
So fire, yeah, so that's really where we step in, where we play. We have an advantage. Innovation and technology coming together for the first time ever is going to revolutionize how we tackle fires. Okay, so loads of ratings out there, different types of fires. We don't know how the fire started, either it be from electrical, oil, gas, or whatever. And if you're educated and you know what product to use to extinguish that fire, that's great. If you don't, then you've got a potential situation that will occur, that will get out of hand. We have a product that is an all-in-one fire extinguisher. What is that?
All-in-one fire extinguisher.
All-in-one fire extinguisher.
So I don't need to look at the intensity of fire to know what to use. This one just works for everything.
Yes, it does. It doesn't matter how the fire started. Okay, it doesn't matter how the fire started, and it takes out the anxiety of what to use and when to use it and how to use it.
Right.
Anybody can use this particular product. It's made from, so we've got some real key benefits here of this product. Okay, it's an eco-friendly product. The ingredients are eco-friendly. There is no chemicals, no PFAS, no nothing on it. It has biodegradable agents within this particular product. It will extinguish any fire at any time, and anybody can use it with confidence.
Wow, that seems very innovative. But let's talk, we'll get into this product. I'm sure a lot of people watching us right now are wondering what this product is that is so innovative and is eco-friendly rather. Eco-friendly agents are used to produce this. But let's go to preserving forensics, because in Nigeria you can also know that we're beginning to hear about arsonists here and there causing fires. very often you are also pressured to preserve forensics. Is it one that would also take away the forensics from these fires?
No, I don't think so. It will not, because fire arson is something that is unplanned for, and then if it is deliberate, most definitely that is why safety will put some personal protective equipment in place. There's some fire protecting equipment also, like the smoke detectors, the fire alarm system to detect the slightest form of fire flame or smoke, and then it will not be controlled with the use of the right fire extinguisher. So for me, it's a product that I feel will help at home, in kitchens, and at the workplace, in the farm, in a work environment, in your vehicles, anywhere human beings will reside that can actually lead to whether electrical fire, combustible materials, chemicals, petrochemicals, provided there is hazard related to bringing out fire, actually an extinguisher is needed.
Okay, let's get back to this product you keep talking about. I mean, you've watered our mouth enough.
Yeah.
Let's get into this product. You said everybody can use it.
What I mean by that is that everybody can use the product with confidence.
With confidence?
Yeah, with
knowing
confidence.
that indeed
knowing
it
that
would
it's
would
not going to
extinguish.
cause a situation that gets out of control. So if I've got an electrical fire, I have 4 different types of fire extinguisher. I now have to look at which fire extinguisher do I pick up to use that. By that time, it's probably too late and you need to be running out the building. And if you get the wrong fire extinguisher and you put that on that fire, assuming you know what the fire is, or how it started,
which often is not
you
the
don't
case.
know. So basically this eliminates that completely. So we have 2 products. We have what they call the FX51 range, and the 51 range is all the fire extinguishers. It's ranging from the sachet, which is the pan fire.
Oh, there's a sachet.
There's a sachet
As handy as that.
it is as handy, and it should be in every kitchen, in every restaurant, bar, household, or whatever it is, and it is totally unique. And then it ranges from handheld devices that go into cars, vehicles, and then you've got premises and so forth. So that's the market for that. So that's domestic and residential. We then have the same medium, and the medium is the liquid that's within the bottle.
Right.
And that is what they call as an FX73. Now this is really revolutionary. This tackles wildfires, crown fires, oil, gas. So if you've got a land fire at the moment, if there's a bushfire, you can use our FX73, and this will stop the fire moving forward, and it will extinguish the fire.
Wow.
Okay. Now there's 2 ways you can deal with a land fire. One is via land, by fire engines, spraying water. So our liquid will go into that engine, into that fire engine, and you'll be able to dilute it and use the same. It can also go into airdrop. Now when you have a helicopter or an aircraft that's dropping water on a forestry,
Right.
when that water displaces from the aircraft, 65 to 75% of that water will hit the floor.
Only 65?
Only 65, up to 65%, because of evaporation,
Would happen,
wind,
of course.
so forth.
Right.
Our product, if you put our solution, the FX73, within that water, it has massive fire retardants. 95% of that will hit the floor, and you can color code it as well, so you know that's hit the floor. And we've tested that in a turbine environment. So when that water gets distributed from the air, up to 95% will hit that floor. Once our product hits that fire, it extinguishes it, no reignition.
Wow.
It would not reignite. Also, the land fire has fertilizer agencies in it as well, so it does not hurt the environment, and it has fertilizer agencies which will help regenerate the growth within those areas. It is totally revolutionary, and it's every country in the world should be taking this product on.
Exactly.
It will save lives. It will reduce the amount of water you use. So in Australia, it was 850,000 square miles, I think, of fire, which was using up 814,000 litres of water per 1,000 acres. It took 60 to 90 days to reduce that fire. Our product, 514 litres an acre, 7 days.
Wow.
7 days. What does that do? It saves wildlife, humans, buildings, insurance claims, lives. It's massive. And that's why I'm glad to be here in Nigeria.
I am glad you're here in Nigeria, and I'm sure a lot of people watching us right now are just as glad. But how would you say, Harrison? How would you say? How seriously do you think Nigerians take precautionary measures? Because we're very religious. Very often you hear us say things like, "Oh, it's never going to happen to me. The good Lord protects me," and all that. But you've worked in the safety industry. How important is safety and precaution to Nigerians?
For the safety industry, we always advocate to actually go for the preventive form of safety instead of reacting to it. But
should it
over
go
in our region in Africa, we put 80% on the grace of God, and I know for sure, we know God will not come and extinguish the fire for you.
Exactly.
So in cases where the fire is there and you really want to do something about it, what you know is just use Omo and water, which will not bring solution. You are sure 100%. Now you have an extinguisher, the locally or the conventional one you can get from the market, and then you don't even know how good it is, if it is well serviced, because they expire also. Then even if it expires, you can go for maintenance, go for services. There are sectors that do maintenance of fire extinguisher, but you can see that there are stress involved in this. It's not just going to the market, buy the extinguisher. 6 months you're expected to go for servicing. You're supposed to service the fire extinguisher twice a year.
Wow.
So if you don't do the service and then fire happens the 7th month after purchase, what you have there is an expired product. It can't extinguish. It will just blow smoke, cause dust, and then
not necessarily
consume the whole property. Right. Now, from our partner from FireXO that bringing products and commodity as regards firefighting equipment, they have made it so simple such that with just little application of applying it, whether the hand on the sachet or the nozzle of the container of the fire extinguisher, you can actually extinguish any fire when it is still very controllable. And then even if it goes to the larger fire that you can't extinguish on your own, there is availability of larger trucks and larger volumes to extinguish such fire. Even land fire and even from air and other space.
That's exciting innovation right there. But let me share a story. I was driving one day and somebody's car caught fire. We are Nigerians. We are very, very hospitable. We love ourselves. So a lot of vehicles stopped to help. A lot of the cars that came out with their fire extinguishers, the ones in the car, were all expired. And the one lady whose fire extinguisher didn't seem to expire, didn't know how to use it, and it was a problem. And of course the whole chaos of trying to really help, we have good intentions all the time, we just could not help. I didn't know how the first thing about really using one. So how complicated is the fire exo?
I can simplify that for you. So existing fire extinguishers, and I'm not sure if it's the same within Nigeria, but you have the fire extinguisher, the pressure at the top like that.
Right.
It's stuck in the car, it's there for a long time. When do you actually use it? When have you used it? It could be years, it could be out of date. And if it's a car, it's more likely going to be a CO2 or a powder. Our product is an aerosol for a car. Okay, it has a date and it's 15 to 20 years. The substance doesn't really run out of it at all. And
15? Can you say that again?
50, it can last for 15 to 20 years.
It can last for 15 to 20 years.
The medium within the container, yeah. So we have the pressurized fire extinguishers, and then we have the aerosols which you can use for the cars and so forth. But again, you can come out and you can spray this with confidence and it will go out. And the date, it doesn't matter on the date. I mean, if the product is damaged, the container is damaged because it's been within the car, then that's
a different ball game, right?
The way it is. But the substance will not change. It will stay constant for 15 to 20 years.
For 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
That's a long
It's amazing.
period.
And you can
I
come out and
must-
just spray. It's just spray. There's none of this pop down there. It literally is a spray.
It's a spray.
And we've got videos and we'll show you that, and you'll see there and you go, wow, that is just so easy, and you can just have it in your car.
Well,
It's
speaking
excellent.
about showing us, I know that there's an event coming up tomorrow. That's tomorrow, isn't
I believe
it?
so, yes.
Yes, tomorrow, where you are a delegate.
Yes.
Okay, that's going to happen tomorrow, Friday, the 21st of June, 10 a.m. prompt, Committee Hall, Women Development Center. What should Nigerians listening to you expect to see when they come for this? You call it an all-in-one firefighting extinguisher. I think it's a...
It's an all-purpose fire extinguisher. You can brand it in any way, the wording in any way you want, I suppose, really. But it's the proof of the pudding, isn't it? It's always about eating. You know, does it really work? All the videos shows that it does. This product's been certified, by the way, for all the houses you would expect within Europe and around the world.
Wow.
So this is a certified product. We've got it in 20 countries around, or FireXO have got it in 20 countries around the world, and it's over 1 million products. But this is a new technology, new innovation that's really come to the market in the last 2 years. But it's taken sort of 5 to 6 years to actually get it to the market because of the technology that's incorporated within the medium. Then you've got to be able to market that and tell the world about it.
Okay.
But it's you will see, basically it's the proof of the pudding. You'll see that these products do exactly what they say they do, and it's no, as I said, no chems, no chemicals, no PFAS, no powders, nothing. You can just pick it up, use it, extinguish. The biggest drive, and I would imagine that could well be around the world, especially maybe in Nigeria, is certainly in England, is that we've got the lithium battery problem. And I think that's kind of replicated throughout the globe, and that's anything from an electric scooter, from a mobile phone, and the list goes on. So more and more people are starting to charge these. So to have this unit, and this is a handheld unit, will just extinguish that. And it's a big, and this puts out all lithium batteries. It cools it down, it extinguishes the fire, and it cools it, and it's.
You weren't joking. This is tagged all fires one answer.
Yeah.
So you weren't joking about that.
No.
But how accessible can it be? I mean, now that you're in the country, there's a huge market, that it goes without saying. However, how accessible can it be, considering our, level of poverty as well?
When you say accessible, you mean financially?
Financially.
Or actually, where do I go and buy it?
We will get there too.
Availability.
So
We'll
the
get
product,
to
is
work
not, the
and then
product is not expensive. So
It's
the
not.
fire extinguishers are the same price as you would be paying here, and we recognise that, or FireXO recognise this, that this is a life-saving product. They are not going to put a price on there that only certain percentages of the market and buy. This is for everybody. So it starts off as a small can. So what would that be? £10. So what would that be? 10,000 Nero or something. So it's
that's
accessible financially,
right?
from a handheld all the way through to
The sachet.
to the sachet, which is very cheap, and then how you actually buy that from the market is down to our partner within Nigeria,
Right.
who will, I'm sure, flood the market with
Very soon.
access. Yeah, but yeah, financially very achievable.
Wow, that's exciting. Let me go to Harrison. He's talking about how accessible it is, but you have an idea of this fire. Is it a competitive price with that we have in the country already?
Well, all I can say for sure, I don't know the exact price to quote here, but I am sure they are not here to cause more burden. It's supposed to make the citizens of Nigeria get relief, both financially and then in the quest to get value back for the money they spend for such extinguishers, which I am confident that its application will yield results. And I think from what I have seen from exhibitions, video and all that, it takes seconds to actually extinguish a fire. Yeah, it takes seconds, 45 seconds, 50 seconds, close to a minute, and then you see the result.
I can already
of it being
think of all the
extinguished.
fire incidences we've recorded that caused loss of life, and it's not because people weren't available with fire extinguishers. It's because it took longer. It exhausted this fire extinguisher. It just was not working.
Yes,
I think you're absolutely correct, sir. it's the time to put a fire out is faster. However, it does depend on how big the fire is. So one of the scenarios we had running was you can put these on the back of a firefighter motorbike, and you can get this to a incident on a motorway or road and extinguish that car before a fire engine gets there. It's very fast, very effective.
Aaron Day, thank you so much for being part of the program. Once again, I'll just quickly talk about the program that's going on, the events that will be happening tomorrow. I hear there's going to be exhibition, and you would also have an opportunity to show firsthand how you can extinguish so easily with your fire extinguisher. Okay, this All Fires One Answer event is going to happen tomorrow, the 21st of June 2024, 10 a.m. Committee Hall, Women Development Center, Central Area, Abuja. You can attend that event to know firsthand how you can be part of this revolutionary innovation that will tackle fires head on. Thank you, gentlemen, for being part of the program.
Thank you, Joy.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
It was wonderful.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Me.
I will see you tomorrow and see firsthand this Fire Exo product. And I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are looking forward to this innovation. Thank you again.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we'll go join the